Gilbert, this weekend, and I mean, like you said, boxing is at a good place right now. I've liked some of the fights that I've seen recently, but this weekend, Dmitry Bivol fights Gilberto Ramirez, el zurdo de Mazatlan, Sinaloa. What do you expect from this fight this weekend?
Yeah, first of all, it sounds weird of you talking about another Gilberto and it's not
I
about
know.
me. So you know who I am. I like to be about me, and it's throwing me off. But it is a good fight. Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez against Dmitry Bivol. And I told you before we started recording the show here, Fernando, and some boxing fans might not like this, but this is a similar style. This is a Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. These are guys who don't have a lot of power punches, but they're long. They're technicians. They throw combinations from different places. Yeah, they're a little slow. It's not fun, but oh yeah, give me the tail of the tape here because these guys what similar in age. They're 6'2" for Gilberto Ramirez and the length. No reach here for the Bibble, but what is it? Centimeters, whatever it is.
75 inches for Gilberto.
And I bet you for Bibble was something similar. So these guys are tall.
Around
They got
70, yeah, around 72, 73.
exactly. See, they're tall. The only thing that's different is they're from different countries. One is from Russia, or I don't want to even try to butcher his name. The name of the country he was actually born in. And one's from Mexico. Other than that, this is a very similar style fight. I'm a big hardcore boxing fan. I just want to see the mind games and the chess game here. But if you're not a hardcore boxing fan, you might think it's a snoozer.
Gilbert, I look at their record and wow, they're both undefeated. Bivol's obviously coming off. I has he had a fight since he beat Canelo?
Nope, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so he's coming still off of that Canelo high. He's the WBA super lightweight champion. He's facing Gilberto, who El Zurdo, who's 44-0 with 30 knockouts. Gilbert, this may be. I mean, this could possibly be. Hey, it's a lot. Like you said, maybe one of the last good fights of the year. It could be the fight of the year as well.
It's tough to say that because they're not brawlers. They're smart. But maybe at some point we were like, okay, enough with the mind games, enough with the chess moves. Let's go at it. Maybe we could see that because, at the end of the day, they're very elite skill level fighters, and it's for a championship. Actually, it's for undisputed. No. Actually, it's light heavyweight, right? I'm
Yeah,
blanking on because Canelo was
WBA
undisputed.
super
There
lightweight,
we go.
light heavyweight.
That's what it was. Canelo was undisputed at super middleweight, and he went up to light heavyweight, and that's where Bivol was a champion. Remember, we all overlooked the champion in that fight. We were all thinking Canelo, who was going up in weight. That's not a problem for the lefty here, Zurdo. He is a light heavyweight. He's a natural light heavyweight. He used to be a champion at super middleweight, but it's been a while for him. He hasn't been a champion in a few years. And Fernando, let me tell you this about Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. He was a rising star at top rank. He's a Mexican fighter. They want to make the Mexican the cash cow here. He was the next up and coming fighter, but he couldn't get that appeal because he wasn't a knockout artist. But he's a really good fighter. I've seen this guy fight live 4 or 5 times, Fernando. So for him to be going all the way to Abu Dhabi, I forget where they're going, Saudi Arabia, to fight Bivol, that means he's hungry for a championship. He's tired of not having a championship. And we saw what Bivol did to Canelo. This guy's crafty. He's smart. He's big. But so is Zurdo. So I really don't even know where I'm going to go with his predictions here. You might even ask me later, Fernando. You're gonna make me do that. But I'm just excited. The only thing I'm disappointed in about this fight, you want to know the time for this card, Fernando?
I'm gonna say 1 p.m.
The actual, maybe the main event will be 1 p.m., 2 p.m. But the undercard starts going like at 10:30 a.m. So
Wow,
sorry, undercard fighters. I ain't watching. I ain't waking up that early or whatever.
that's
I'll
a
wait
little
till 1
dangerous
p.m.
because Clash or Crown Jewels around that 9 a.m. as
Right.
well.
Isn't it like in the same
So,
area too?
yeah, it's right. Well, that I think they're in Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel. I think they're in Abu Dhabi for El Zurdo and Dimitri Bivol. Gilbert, why go over there? What's the money? Is that the big draw?
That's a big thing. Again, for hardcore boxing fans, we know the names. Obviously, we know Bivol from the Canelo fight, but he's not a household name. You put him like in what, maybe New
Vegas.
York or Texas or whatever. It'll be a nice little drawing, but it won't be a big drawing. People over there overseas, they want these fights to come. They want to be a regular. That's why UFC is going over there. That's why WWE is going over there. The more they
Well, yeah.
get, the more attention that they start getting. But they got to pay the big bucks. And if you're a Zurdo and you're Bivol and you want to get another big check, those guys are paying. You go over there, you do it, you deal with it. I think they've been out there for about 2 weeks now to get the body right.
Is El Zurdo a draw if he's here in LA or Vegas?
Not really. That's why he's usually like the co-main event. Like if he's a headliner, it'll be like a small, intimate setting, a small venue with 6,000. Obviously, you get the Mexican fans support, but it's not like Canelo drawing. So it's tough, but I'll be very interested. I'll say it. If the winner of this fight to fight Canelo Alvarez, I'll be very intrigued for that because I think Canelo is such a competitor that he wants to make that fight right. He lost to Bivol and he wants to get that rematch. I think Canelo's coming off surgery with the wrist. I forget. I think I just saw a video.
Yeah. But that fight would have to be like next September, no? Like I don't think coming off of surgery he would go and fight Bivol in May.
Yeah, that's a tough part. Like, you might not get a Cinco de Mayo fight from Canelo this year, which sucks because you want him to be healthy for 1 year.
Yeah.
But maybe these guys go at it another time. It'll be 2 times between Zurdo and Bivol because I think that's going to be a rivalry that's going to develop there, and Canelo fights the winner. But I've been hearing Bivol say, "Hey, slow down. I don't really care for that Canelo fight there." That's him trying to get some leverage here. Like, you want to fight me? You want to get the rematch? You want to fix that L? Pay me a little more. I need to go overseas over here to get more money.
Do you think Canelo would still be Team A on that?
Oh yeah, definitely. He still is the biggest draw, but he won't be the champion.
Are we overlooking El Zurdo in this fight?
I'm actually
because of the Canelo victory that Bivol had in May.
I think so. I think it's just the name recognition. People don't really know him unless you're Mexican or a hardcore boxing expert, right? Like myself. But I'm curious to hear or actually see the odds. I need to pull that up. The odds of this fight here. Do you want to be the fact checker here, Fernando? Because
let me check.
I want to say Bivol is probably the favorite because he has experience, and also it's not his backyard, but he knows how to fight in that world over there, that side of the world. For a Mexican to be leaving, going over there, new territory, get the body right, get the clock right. That's all going to be a factor there too. But he's never had a big step up fight like this. Bivol has facing Canelo. So what are the odds here?
So right now it's 1 to 5 odds that Bivol wins.
Whoa, kind of high.
Ramirez is 3 to 1.
I will put money on Zurdo just because I want the odds. It's not a big heavy underdog. I think this is a very close fight. So what the hell, man? Just throw some money on Zurdo. You never know.
Yeah, that was pretty. The odds are pretty interesting to see.
He's 44-0 for a reason. I know he's not fighting like the best of the best, but to get undefeated that far, you're doing something right.
Well, maybe it is because of the whole Canelo thing that everybody's like, oh, whoa, maybe Bivol is all that. But remember, Canelo had to come up a couple of weight.
Exactly. That was my next point. Like, this is a guy who's in his weight class, and you look at Bivol's record, only 20 fights. So this could be a real true test of somebody in his weight class.
Exactly. So Gilbert, give it to me. Who will come out of Saudi or of Abu Dhabi or wherever they're going to be at? Who's going to come out with the belt?
This is going to be tough because I'm putting my expertise right on the line here. I usually get these right, but I'm going to go with the dog here. It's not no biasism here because we're Mexican. We have the same name, and we're lefties. So a lot of things in common here with me and Zurdo Ramirez here. He's taller than I am, but that's about it. But other than that, we're the same athletic build, good-looking guy. I'm going on a tangent here, but I will back my tocayo here, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, for the lefties, make us proud, come back and bring back that championship. I will say decision. These guys don't have power, and I think you're on to something, Fernando. It's going to be worthy of a fight of the year nomination at least. It's going to be an exciting fight.
Oh, okay, there you go. So you got it. You heard it. Gilbert thinks Gilbert's gonna take Gilberto El Zurdo Ramirez.
What about you?
Come back. You know what? I mean, I'm not. The Bivol fight did interest me with Canelo, but then I look at it in strategy, and I say, okay, you're not gonna be able to do what you did to Canelo with El Zurdo. Zurdo's bigger. He's obviously he has the reach on you, so this one's gonna be interesting. But I just think this is gonna be a whole different fight. I think people are really giving a lot of credit to Bivol for that Canelo victory, but it's like he came up 2 weight classes to fight him. So I'm gonna go El Zurdo also.
Wow.
I think he's due one, and I think it'll be good to see him with the championship. I just don't know if they would ever do a Canelo versus Ramirez fight,
That'd be
just
fun.
because it'd be fun, but like, would
And
you
that
really
could be
want
a
to
fight. He finally goes to Mexico and do it. Two Mexicans in Mexico, or Azteca or something. Do it.
El Canelo quiere dólares, carnal, no
Yeah,
pesos.
yeah. Las
That's the
Vegas.
that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. Why isn't he fought at SoFi yet? That's another question that I
Oh,
have. Like,
California taxes, man.
well, yeah, but I mean, I'd love to see. Everybody keeps on saying, "Oh, el Canelo en el Azteca, el Canelo en el Azteca." I I really don't see it happening unless like they really throw like they bring a semi out here to La Jolla with a lot of money and they dump it into his front yard. So I'd be interested. I'd love to see Canelo in Mexico City, but I just don't see him doing it. Why? Because he loves Dallas and he loves the taxes in Dallas and he loves the taxes in Nevada. So
You know what else I would love to see, Fernando, before we get going here? Canelo Alvarez joining the Compas. So if you're a pure person or a handler of Canelo Alvarez,
yeah.
you know, it's okay. We have people on the show: Deontay Wilder, Andy
What?
Ruiz Jr., Ryan
What?
Garcia, Triple
What?
G, Sebastian
What?
Fundura. We'll keep going.
What?
Okay, we need
Exactly.
Canelo
No,
on the
and
show, and then
yeah,
Sordo
no,
too. Get him
that'd be
on.
fun.
Get Bivol. All you guys.
There you go. No, yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, Canelo. I think we could have a great discussion with Canelo. I mean, you bring the expertise, I bring the razzle dazzle. So obviously, it'd be fun. It'd be interesting to see what we could get out of the
Cuckoo
champ. Just because
kazoo.
the what?
I will describe you more as cuckoo kazoo than razzle dazzle.
There you go. Cuckoo kazoo, razzle dazzle. I mean, I'm a little bit like Jackie Moon in semi pro. I know how to entertain. So that's my job. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain. But yeah, no. So, okay. El Zurdo Ramirez, according to the Compas, El Zurdo will come back with the championship. He will bring it back home to Sinaloa, to Mazatlan, to Sinaloa. So it'll be a good one.